likes up. Get them 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 likes up. Get them, yeah. Get them likes up. 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 Get them likes up.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Spinnin Da Block. I am Carleon Chiffon and I am here with
Derek Demure.
And it's your boy DJ Designs.
Say, we don't make the headlines.
We just debate the headlines and give it to you straight.
and this episode is of course brought to you by D's Totally Tees and Hughes BOA. So I want to go ahead and start the episode off with some sad news. Kyron Lacey was found dead in Houston. It was announced earlier today, so this is fresh breaking news. Apparently, there was some type of police chase. There was an altercation, I guess, between him and another man yesterday. A woman called the police. She basically told the police that there was an argument. She said that Kyron shot the ground. He fled away in a car, and the police went and chased him afterwards. And they're saying that whenever that police finally stopped his vehicle, that they found him in the car with a gunshot wound, and he was pronounced dead. He is a football player, wide receiver for LSU, and he was supposed to be like a huge, athlete, first round draft pick. And in December of 2024, he had it was a hit and run, basically, where he killed a 78-year-old man. And so he was about to start trial. So he was going through a lot of different stuff. Like there was a lot of different things and issues going on with this young man. He was only 24. And I'm really sad about this because I just hate how your life can just be taken so easily, like in an instant, or just change so quickly. What y'all think about everything that's been going on?
I mean, I think it's just crazy to see this prominent football star that had the whole world in front of him. All he had to do was walk down the straight and narrow. And I mean, he could have a little bit cut out the side of the lines, but this extreme that we're seeing, it is not just him. Just like Henry Ruggs was another football player. It's like you guys are getting this. All you gotta do is cakewalk to change your family trajectory for like the next couple of generations, and you're getting out of hand and out of line because who knows what it is. These fast cars make people do crazy things, and I just think that they need people around them. They don't need a lot of yes men at this age. Their parents need to do their job and try to just keep them on the straight and narrow. But once you're grown, obviously, you got your own decisions to make. So I just feel like it's a very unfortunate situation. But this young man was spiraling. He was already on He was already on bail for something that was just tragic. Why not sit there and do? And I know you're not supposed to have a gun on you. It's crazy.
Man, I just feel like what the hell is going on in Houston? Like everybody coming to Houston to die, get killed, or what? I mean, say so P killers got found in Houston. Now he in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Dead. It's just like, damn, Houston is not the spot to come and kill yourself or get killed, man. We player made up here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to see all that death. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes on here already, but just I hate to see it. Just don't want to see anybody. You know what I'm saying? Found dead in Houston or killed themselves here. You know, we the city. We not the city of brotherly love like Philadelphia, but like I said, man, we player made down here. We don't do all that. So
And I think that's why these crimes are happening because we're so laid back down here. So people are supposed to come here for a retreat and they bring their craziness with them because all these people aren't even from Houston. So they running from wherever they're running from and thinking that Houston's a chill spot when you can get caught lacking anywhere. And everybody kind of knows you're trying to run to Houston anyways. Um, but this situation is unfortunate, man. I can't believe he out here wilding, and you just had the chance to be to be great and change your family life, and you want to speed and run cars fast. And unfortunately, he took his life, which is sad. It's like it's never worked that. But was he going to get life in prison for what he did? Who knows?
I
I
don't
think
know.
Henry Ruggs got like 50 years or something.
I doubt he was going to get life in prison for that. I mean, I think that, it was probably going to be like a manslaughter case or something like that. It's like, I don't really know. You never really know where it was going to go with the actual trial. But regardless, I wish he would have stuck it out and like seen where it could have went. Maybe he could have got a really good lawyer to try to figure out like, the least amount of time possible in this situation. But it is a lot of pressure to put on somebody so young. Like when you're thinking about it, these are people in their early 20s who, like you said, like they can change their family's life, but that's a lot of pressure on you to be trying to change a whole family's trajectory in life as a young 20 something year old, like we all make mistakes when we're young. So it's just like so sad how one mistake can really just change your whole life. I don't know. I can't imagine like hitting somebody and them passing away. Um, and then how to deal with that afterwards. Like all your dreams, everything you worked for. Because like football, when you're playing football, my brother played football. It's a lot of work that goes into that. My brother has been training for the NFL probably since he was 6 or 7. I really, honestly. So it's like I know football camps, money that's going into it. It's just a lot that goes into having a good football career, and to lose it in an instant. I know he was probably depressed and probably didn't know how to handle it. Honestly.
But that's what I'm saying. You did all this work to get to a certain point, and you're blowing it off with this one tragic mistake. Like, although we're training them at 6 until 18 to become these phenomenal athletes, we also need to be training them with some type of support that they can go to and get some real time information out. And it's just some real time people that they can go to, not these yes men or these parents that want a new house. Yes, he can change his family life. Like you said, that's a lot of pressure, but you still need to do what's best for him. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're his mother, if you're his father, do what's best for him. Not this. Well, I'm gonna tell him yeah because can't nobody tell him nothing. No, you should be able to put that bug in his ear.
Hmm.
Just better
And
I think
support
he.
him.
Oh, my bad. I
Go
think
ahead.
he
No, you
brought a
good.
lot of this pressure on himself though. When after the accident occurred, he declared for the NFL draft. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you didn't even give this time to play out. So a lot of that stuff, a lot of those comments and the backlash, he brought that on himself. I hate how it played out, but like we got to be stronger than that as a people, and we got to check on our people and make sure that they in the right space, mental health wise. I know, like as Black people, we often think that mental health is like a white person's issue or like a white race issue and things like that. But yeah, we need to check on our people, man, as far as their mental health goes, especially when they're going through something like this.
Yeah, his
Absolutely.
dad actually released a statement about that. I seen that earlier today, and he was basically saying like, make sure you're checking on everybody because and don't accept I'm good or I'm all right from your kids. Like, make them go deeper, make them talk to you for real. Um, yeah, you really do have to because you never know. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of things going on in this world.
His lawyer also released a statement. Somebody want to read that? I don't know if I can see it. Let me see.
Which part of it? Let me read the whole statement. Basically said, it is profound. It is with profound sorrow that we confirm the tragic passing of Kyron Lacey. First and foremost, we ask the public and the media give his family the space and time needed to grieve this unimaginable loss in peace. Kyron was scheduled to have his matter heard before the grand jury tomorrow, wherein we were very confident the evidence, after fully collected and reviewed, will lead to the declination of his charges. From the very beginning, this so-called investigation took on the appearance of overzealous, targeted effort, what can be described as a witch hunt, fueled by Kyron, what was the public profile carried. The decision by the investigating agency to charge him at all, in our view, was not unjustified. It was disturbing. It was imperative to understand that the La Forest Parish District Attorney to this day has not formally charged Kyron. Kyron was a young man with immense. Oh, and I just lost it. Kyron was a young man with immense promise, and he was crushed under the weight of irresponsible prejudice process. The negative barrage on social media, the circulation of his mugshot by nearly every news outlet rather than a standard photo. The recent civil lawsuit filed against him that named the defendant who mysteriously wasn't charged with the crime. Only him. Overall tone of a ton of coverage pointed on a deeply biased picture before he ever had a chance to defend himself. This was a presumption of innocence. I just lost it again. You changed the screen on me,
Oh,
pops.
my bad. I didn't know you was reading from the screen.
Oh yeah, I didn't know where was it at, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
basically, the lawyer is saying it's a one-sided media. That he's basically putting on the media. He's putting on people like us. He said we posted pictures. We talked about this one side, and we didn't have the full evidence, and they never even charged him with the crime. So he's kind of putting it on the media.
I
I mean,
mean, go ahead, Carly.
I was just gonna say the media does do a lot of crazy stuff sometimes. I mean, they can paint a lot of one-sided stories. It's just kind of like what happened in Dallas with Carmelo Anthony. How they were saying the media was just showing, like selective photos of him, but when it came to the Austin Calf guy, they were showing his school photos and stuff like that. The media can definitely paint one-sided pictures about things instead of telling like the full story. So I can see where he's saying that at, and it's just really sad all around to me that this even happened. But I can only imagine, like, imagine working for something your whole life, and then something like this happens in December where you killed somebody, and that's not wasn't your intentions on the first place. Like, everybody is not, that's people aren't built to kill people. You know what I mean? Like if you
Oh,
are
of
not that
course.
person, like, I don't even know how you sleep at night after that. So I didn't know that he had declared for the draft after the fact, though. I didn't know that was going
It was
on.
like a day or two after the accident,
Oh wow.
and yeah, he had declared for the draft, and he ran from the scene. So I mean, that's why he was receiving a lot of backlash. But in his defense, like his lawyer said, the pictures that they posted, they want to post your mug shot, or they want to post pictures of us with guns, things like that, to make us seem, things like that, so you could be presumed guilty
Yeah.
before you even
Yeah,
get your day in court. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
yeah. And they're saying that that's what irked with him. But if the lawyer is also saying that the evidence would have, um, um,
Exonerated him.
so why wild out like that towards the end? So
Yeah.
it's a crazy story. We're gonna have to know more when more comes out, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's definitely gonna be a lot of stuff coming out because, like, this just happened. It's so sad. But I mean, I can only imagine. You think your life is over. You definitely are in a position where you're thinking your life is completely over, especially if it happened right before trial. Whoever he was arguing with, I'm pretty sure that argument was something that just spinned off of his, like, he freaking out in his mind. He's freaking out, like, about everything that's going on. You don't know what to expect when you go to this
Right.
trial. You don't know if you're gonna get to go to the NFL anymore. Like, I can't imagine. So, yeah, RRP. This is going to be something that we're definitely going to have to pay attention to and watch. But another major trial has also started, and that is the trial of Tay-K. He was a rapper. He got big probably back in like 2017 with his song about doing the race. He did the race. Um, he is a Texas rapper, and yeah, he had a murder trial that has finally begun. It's been years before this trial has actually like got started, and we have a clip from the trial started.
And so um, once the light turned green, what happened?
He pointed the gun at me and told me to start driving. So I started driving. I didn't know where to go, so I turned into the first place that I saw, which was the Chick-fil-A. Once I turned into the Chick-fil-A, he kept yelling at me to get him off the car. I didn't know how to, so I was just going back and forth really quickly. And then Mark kicked the windshield, and Tay-K opened the door and shot him.
Okay, so quick background. That was his ex-girlfriend that was testifying on the stand. And basically, in I believe it was 2017 when this happened. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the actual year. But there was supposed to be a video shoot taking place. They met this guy named Mark. And he was supposed to, I guess, do the videography for the video. Supposedly, Tay-K and three other people were in the car, and they said allegedly that Tay-K and his friends were trying to rob Mark for his camera. And I guess it just escalated. And at some point, Mark got shot allegedly by Tay-K and was murdered. So this trial, yeah, has been going on for some years. And that was his ex-girlfriend who was driving the car during the time that it happened.
Yeah, man, abroad gonna do it every time to you, especially if they looking if they looking at some time. You know, she basically put the nail in the coffin right there. The jury haven't came back yet with the verdict, but you know, after seeing her getting on the stand, she rattled, she crying, she saying that he forced her to do this. He, you know, turned the gun on her. So I mean, like I said, that's basically the nail in the coffin right there, man. It just depends on what are they gonna come back with? What type of verdict are they gonna come back with? And that's all gonna depend on if he's gonna get life in prison, death penalty, whatever. Because this is capital murder.
Mm.
Yeah, man, he was Tay-K was out there young and wild, and I mean, I believe she was down with the shits too, but the only difference is she's going to get walk away scot clean by putting it all on him, because you know how it was. They was all with the race. You know what I'm saying? We seen the video. We seen all of y'all skirting off. Y'all was hiding him. Y'all all of the shit was cool when it was going down, but now I think the Texas judge really wanted him real bad because he made that video. So just like with the other case, I think a couple other people, the person that actually shot the dude got less time than what Tay-K did, and a couple other people that was in the car associated with it got off scot free as long as they testified against him. I believe she was with the shits, but I mean, he was the ringleader. He was making it cool, and all she had to do was snitch on him, and that's what happened. She snitched on him. She going away scot free. He already in there for 50 years for another case. I mean, she
Yeah.
got to do what she got to do.
And the song was jamming like a motherfucker, but
Like a motherfucker.
it did not help his case at
This
all.
song was hot, boy. I'm telling you, I was kind of mad. He was
Yeah.
going crazy. I'm like, damn, it was just one person. No, let me stop.
He was only like 16 when this happened. So
Yeah,
it's like, I mean, throwing your life away at such a young age. I mean, I understand when you're young, you make impulsive decisions and you're not
yeah,
really like thinking as logically as you probably could whenever you get a little older. But yeah, this is still just it's sad because like now music career gone. You know, you just gonna be sitting in a jail cell for a long time, especially like you said, because she sat up there, she testified about it, and she said that he was the one that did the shooting. So,
yeah. But
Yeah.
she was doing all the driving. I mean, he still got away from that scene. You didn't turn him in that day. It's like
mhm,
you was with the shits. But you know what I'm saying? Now he got real, and all they want is him, anyways. Happened.
mhm. Yeah, that's not
I
looking too
mean,
good.
it's crazy, but it looked like he matured a lot, and I
Oh
think
yeah,
he knows the gravity of what's going on now.
Mhm.
I guess he probably in an I'm pretty sure he's in an adult prison right now, but he looked like a mature young man that's got a lot of sense. And I just hate that, he's bound to spend the rest of his life in jail or in prison for a stupid mistake that he made while he was young. And
But basically,
unfortunately, they say, everybody deserves a second chance. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of conflicted. Do we really deserve a second chance? He took somebody's life. They don't get a second chance.
yeah. And I mean,
Well,
in this case, you're saying basically he's already in prison for 50 years for something else. So even if he got off for this murder case, he still would be in prison for 50
right.
years, right? Okay. Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, he'll come up for parole and half that, but they're not gonna
mhm.
let him out on his first parole. So he'll end up serving at least 35, 40 years before they even let him go.
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah.
I hate it when black men, like, throwing their life away, especially when they have such a, like, career ahead of them and different things. There was another rapper that did that too, the one that sing Painting Pictures. He blew up like last year for that song, and then he went and killed somebody, robbed them or killed them or something like that. And Yeah, it happens too often.
I seen
Uh,
the little dude that played on. I mean, I know we're about to go to another segment. I was just gonna say I seen the little dude that played on South Central.
uh-huh.
Remember the movie South Central? I just
Yeah.
seen him get a life sentence, man.
Oh man.
And that's crazy. Well, girlfriends taking the stand is the new trend for the week because Cassie is set to testify against Diddy. I mean, we all kind of knew this was happening, but I guess the new development is that she's not going to be doing this anonymously. In a lot of the paperwork, she was just kind of stated as victim number one, but she's taking the stand as Cassie herself. Diddy, he got a lot coming for him with this one. I don't know. Apparently, there's like three witnesses, I believe, that are going to go ahead and take the stand against him. So this is going to be an interesting trial.
Yeah, I think Diddy pretty much done. I mean, the feds are bringing Cassie in basically to solidify this case. Um, all the other evidence may not be as strong as this. That's what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
For them to have to bring Cassie in and to testify, they're gonna put her on the stand. She gonna cry. She gonna tell them everything that she went through. She gonna make it like she was forced to do these things. Um, on top of the video, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna have her go into detail and describe play by play, scene by scene, on
Hmm.
what happened and what led up to it. So yeah, this I think this is their way of just solidifying their case against Diddy. And like I said, I don't think um, any of the other stuff that they have is as strong as what they have with Cassie, and that's
Hmm.
why they're getting her to testify.
I think DJ is frozen. Yeah, it looks like
Oh yeah,
yeah, it looks like he's frozen.
it's frozen.
Uh, but yeah, this is gonna be something interesting to see because yeah, Cassie has a lot of stuff to say. I was kind of surprised that she went ahead and did this court thing after she went ahead and settled out of court with him last year, when she had allegedly when she first initially brought all these charges against him. So I don't know how Diddy's gonna get out of this one. I really don't. I
I
just
don't know if he can get out of this one. And plus, it's too many other lawsuits. I really want to see what the feds have,
mhm,
because they haven't came out and said they only amended, like added people to this thing, but they haven't really came out and gave us any other details
mhm,
besides that. And then with all these other civil suits, like they're just civil, they're not criminal, so they just going after his money. You know what I mean? I mean, if these things really happen to you, you should be going after this man criminally instead of civilly trying to get monetary value.
yeah. And the thing is, like, if Diddy, I'm pretty sure he got some great lawyers, but he need to go and get Jay Z's lawyers because Jay Z's lawyers shutting it down right off the bat. I
No,
mean, that's who he need to go get for his cases because the lawyers he got, they have been finding some loopholes. I will say that I have been seeing like different things coming out about women that were trying to make charges and make allegations, and then they're pretty much getting shut down through loopholes about the time and what state it was actually charged in and different stuff like that. So they doing their homework. They reading through and trying to figure out how they can get away with all this stuff. I think it's going to be a really good case that they're going to make, but I'm interested to see like what route they take with it and if he's going to end up serving any years or what it's going to be. Because
yeah, Jay got them sharks as lawyers. I mean, they smell blood. They going for the jugular.
they is and gonna sue you back. You sue me, I'm gonna sue you.
So, DJ, what do you think about this whole Cassie Diddy thing? Or are you still having technical issues?
I
Yeah, we
see you.
can't hear you.
You. We'll figure
Yeah,
out.
we can't hear DJ. So,
Yeah, we'll figure out his technical problems in a little bit. But until then, let's go ahead and get to the next story because Diddy isn't the only celebrity that is trying to settle sexual assault cases. Soulja Boy was recently found liable for sexual assault and has to pay a whole $4 million to the victim. But I guess he got off kind of good because apparently she was trying to get 73 million.
yeah.
So you know, he got to keep a whole 69 million on the side.
That shit a scam, nigga. If y'all think it's funny they over there scamming black celebrities, nigga,
Can y'all hear me?
fuck y'all too, nigga.
Loud.
They over there scamming
It's
shit
not
though, but let
loud.
the lawyers do their
It's
thing,
loud.
nigga. On my mama, nigga.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? On my mama, nigga. Don't never compare me to no weird shit, nigga. I ain't never did no weird shit my whole life, nigga. They mad at me, nigga. In the Illuminati and industry niggas coming for me, nigga. Independent, nigga. I ain't signing no nigga, nigga. Niggas coming for me, nigga. My mama, nigga. If I really sexually assaulted a bitch, why ain't in jail then? Ain't nobody touched your funky ass, bitch. They ain't gonna never stop me, nigga. They did it to Michael Jackson. They did it to P. Diddy. They did it to R. Kelly. They did it to Bill Cosby. They did it to all the black niggas. They did it to everybody. God damn it. Everybody got some on their name, nigga. I made it far as I could. Fuck y'all talking about, nigga.
Okay, there's a lot right there. I'm gonna let y'all go first. Oh my god.
I mean, I told you right, bro. But the only thing is, like, he got convicted. Like, I mean, he got to pay this judgment. So it's like this case was a little quiet because a lot of people didn't pick it up. But he right about it. They did it to all these celebrities. It's like it's a damn scam now. They running these people name through the mud. You got to pay millions of your hard-earned money just because you was being flirtatious with a girl one night. It's crazy.
I don't think it's just flirtatious. The people that he named, it was just like, we know R. Kelly did that. We know Bill Cosby did that. Like, he should have picked some different people that was like, accused and it didn't actually happen if he wanted to go that way. But I mean, you naming people who actually was doing some weird stuff, like putting
They
pills
let
in
Bill
people's
Cosby.
drinks. Huh?
They
What'd you say
let
about
Bill
Bill Cosby?
Cosby out though.
They let him
Hell
out.
no.
But
Yeah, they said
did
that
they?
this evidence wasn't strong enough to keep him convicted.
Man,
Bill
Bill
Cosby. You
Cosby.
might want to turn up your mic a little bit though, DJ.
Okay.
Bill Cosby, not Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Nah, but
we
nobody ever wants to bring up these celebrities that they feel like were wrong until they find themselves in that position. Then it's, oh, we all in the same boat.
Facts.
Oh, they coming after black celebrities. Why don't y'all have their back when this is actually happening to them instead of sitting back and let it happen to them if you feel like they being railroaded? Come out and speak out against it. But until it's happening to you, you sitting there quiet. Now all of a sudden he's saying, "Oh, it happened to Bill Cosby. It happened to R. Kelly. It happened to this person. It happened to that person because it's happening to him." Where were you when this was happening to them?
Man,
I
this is
mean,
not.
they didn't think
Go
they
ahead.
they had in their mind like it might have been real, but when it starts happening to them, they're like, "Yo, this is some bullshit." Like even young Chopper City said he didn't realize what trafficking is. He flew a girl out from Cali to Vegas. They had sex. She wanted something more. He didn't. He sent her back. She filed sex trafficking charges on him. You can't pay people to come out to see you. So it's just like they don't understand what these nuances of these rules are, and they getting caught up with this bullshit every time. But these people that's in that circle know about this stuff, and they coming to get you, man.
Man, I mean, there are instances where I feel like, there's people that are just definitely trying to get a paycheck and they're just, making claims because they know they can get something out of it. But there are a lot of cases that I feel like have a lot of legitimate, like, things to them. There's a lot of these women, like with Bill Cosby, he's getting off because his stuff happened so long ago that the statute of limitations is up for a lot of the cases that he could have got charged for. I think it was only like one case that was still like under the statute of limitations with time that that's why he got sent to jail. But the other ones were like 40 years ago. So people don't come out because they don't think nobody gonna believe them in the first place. And I mean, yeah,
So you don't come out 40 years ago either, though. It's just like, come on, man. This sounds like some bull, man. Come on now. We can't prove what you're saying is true, but you want us to believe that exactly what you're saying is true from 40 years ago, from 30 years ago, from 10 years ago in Cassie Diddy situation. And just like, but where were you guys' antennas when this was happening in real time? You guys were going along with it. And now that this man is being successful without you, or you feel like you're wanted something out of this and he's gone on to different plateaus, you want to bring him down to your level, or you want to get something out of your experience when you felt like you helped build him to that. But it's like, bro, that's
No.
just ridiculous.
Now, in this case, you got to be for real about it. You got to really think about it. Cassie versus Diddy. If she would have came out and said this stuff was happening when it actually was happening, who was going to believe her? She is dating the man, for one. So they're going to be like, how are you being raped if you're dating the person? I mean, people, the public loves to like steer the conversation to try to protect men and try to act like they're okay and they're saying, it's not, you can still get raped in a relationship if you having sex against
Okay.
your will. If you being beat up. I mean, we see he was sitting there kicking her on a hotel video. So we're gonna say that was AI or something.
So if she doing it now, why she couldn't do it then?
It's
Because she was with the shits.
no
She was with the shits.
being a woman is very hard to come out because people don't believe you. Megan Thee Stallion got shot in the foot, and people still to this day don't believe her, even though she was in the hospital, blood leaking out of her foot, and all this different stuff. They don't believe women, so she had to
But
wait.
I believe now.
Speak up.
Hold on, because
Speak up right then and there.
I believe her friend shot her. I don't
Yeah,
believe Tori shot her. Yeah, I believe Kelsey shot her. I don't believe Tori shot her.
I don't think
Man, Kelsey innocent, man. Shout out Kel, she innocent, man.
Well, I
But
know either that or
but
she
back,
could have put on some glass. But I'm telling you,
no.
Tori
They
didn't shoot her.
Tory shot that woman.
nah, Tory pulled that guy. That's why he in jail. He did that.
I'm gonna tell you why he's trying to say he didn't shoot her, because the bullet probably didn't pierce her actual foot. The bullet fragments is what hit her foot. So he's trying to say that he didn't shoot her for real, like it didn't pierce her. But you shot at the ground, and the bullet bursted on the ground, and it hit her foot, and it has fragments in her foot. That's what happened. But since he's saying like, oh, it didn't really like the bullet from the gun that I shot didn't actually shoot her. He trying to like try to make it like that. No, you shot the woman and then you still harassing her. It's crazy. And and then after it happened, she was always saying like, in her documentary she released, she was saying like people like men have been threatening to kill her. Like, oh, I wish it would have happened, or I'm gonna show up to the show and do something to you. Like that's why women don't come forward when things happen, because they're scared, because there's a lot of people that don't want to believe them because it's a favorite celebrity or whatever. But if you think about it, only people that's really just sitting here supporting Diddy like that is the man, what's his
Kanye
name?
West,
West, with the what he had on the other.
KKK hoodie, KKK wardrobe.
I mean, you gotta be crazy. Like, obviously somebody that's crazy. Mm-mm.
So that's crazy how like when these charges happened with Jay-Z, everybody was like, oh, you gotta believe that rich and powerful. Yeah, Jay did that. Now they came out to be undeniably false. It's like, oh well, I knew that didn't happen with Jay anyways. So when this comes out to be the same way with Puffy, because let's wait, we're not talking about Puffy though right now. My bad. But let's just like understand like, you know what I'm saying, the dynamics that it could happen to this case, and stop trying to convict people when the actual information hasn't been put out there yet, because we never know, just like in the Jay-Z situation.
A lot of information has been put out there though. Like, we see he beating people up, and we seeing that they went to them houses, they raided them, they found something. If they didn't find something in them houses, he wouldn't be in jail. So, I mean, I
Nah,
don't.
man, they holding this man. Like they said they found something, and why everybody other than Cassie is Jane Doe. Like everybody is going to be Jane Doe, just like in the Soulja Boy case. They protected. He didn't get the even chance to meet his accuser because she was under Jane Doe. How is this fair? How does this make sense?
It's
It's
scary,
crazy.
but you don't think that if they knew who these people were, you don't think they would get a couple of them killed before the trial start?
Bro, how am I supposed to even know who you really are? I'm supposed to be able to face my accusers. That's in the Constitution. And now we ain't facing our accusers, so anybody can accuse us of this stuff. Jay-Z still don't know who this girl was. She blatantly lied, and there's no repercussions for her. And now Soulja Boy has to pay $4 million, and he doesn't even know who this person is. It's like, how can I even plead my case
It's his
when I don't even
assistant.
know who you're talking about?
It's his ex
It's his
assistant.
assistant.
Ex
But
assistant.
at first they was calling her Jane Doe until the day of. But like I said, I feel like a lot of these people are with the shits. until they're not in the circle no more. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna tell everything that you did.
I mean, I think their identities are revealed to the parties involved, just not the public. You know what I mean? I think they just keep them as Jane Doe or John Doe in the records, but like the lawyers and stuff,
Well,
of course, like
that ain't fair.
they know
I
their
think
accusers.
I
Everything's
think
supposed to be
it is.
released to the public.
If y'all were in a woman's shoes, if you were able to change roles for a day and be a woman, I think you would understand fully what it's like to have a man that is powerful that can get anything done to you. That's why so many of them didn't speak up for the longest. I mean, Diddy has been accused for years. It's been circulating about him having people killed and things like that. It's alleged. We don't know if it actually happened or not. But if that kind of man with that kind of power who's I mean, you have to have a lot of power if there's all this stuff going on in the first place and nobody want to say anything, speak up. You got people that's doing all these. I don't know. I don't know. That's scary. That's a lot going on.
It could be
Go ahead.
he could be powerful, but is he more powerful than the FBI, the government? Go tell your story because you're telling your story now.
If you,
He should be more powerful, more.
they probably thinking that they got people in the FBI that's helping him. A lot of them do. They usually have some type of hand in law enforcement as well. So it's just like I don't know. Cassie probably spoke up because she married to a man that told her, you need to go ahead and tell your truth. I'm going to protect you or something along them lines is what I'm guessing. And she's pregnant right now, too. So I hate that she has to be on trial while she's pregnant, stressing out. It's crazy.
Well, I hate that she had to be with the shits, and now that if she ain't part of this $100 million lifestyle, she wants to snitch and she wants to do these type of things. When you were Cassie, you could have spoken out. You could have spoken out, but you didn't because you were with the shits. But now you understand that it was wrong. I mean, if Diddy should go down and do 30, then you should do 3 years at least because you were
No.
in the situation and you didn't speak out during that time. You didn't speak out.
That don't mean
It's not
speak
fair.
out.
It's not fair to do
I
crime,
don't know. She was
do
being
part of
threatened
these
and stuff
crimes,
though.
She was being what?
Threatened and
free
stuff
and
though. I mean,
threatened.
She was being threatened.
So she come to the party. She come to the party the next day dressed up. Diddy way on this side. You way on that side. You better get your Tina Turner on. Cross the highway. Go ask for some help. You ain't do none of that. You ain't do none of that, man.
Say, I want to shout out Bearded Conversations. You know what I'm saying? He got some good comments in the chat. Also, we streaming on TikTok, so shout out to TikTok, man. If y'all want to, come over here, we actually streaming on YouTube. But if y'all want, we can't see y'all comments if y'all are commenting on TikTok. So if y'all want to, come over here to YouTube, that's cool. If not, hey, you straight on TikTok, hey, leave us some gifts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we streaming live over there. So yeah, just appreciate y'all tuning in. That's what I'm saying. We lost Carly. Carly should be right back. But DJ, you was tripping on this topic, bro. What's up with that? I mean, you just
No,
went
man.
in on Cassie.
I'm just trying to keep it true. I feel like you if you part of the problem, you need to be. I mean, I understand you're part of the solution now, but you was part of that. You was in that. It's not fair for you to come back and shame him when you was doing that same stuff every night, day in and day out for 10 plus years. That makes no sense to me, bro. Just like R. Kelly's assistants, R. Kelly's whatever handlers. You guys are bringing the people in. R. Kelly couldn't even read. You guys are assisting him with. You guys are booking the flights. You guys know these are young girls.
Ooh,
It's like, come on, it's more to the story.
I
You
feel like
guys need to be in jail too.
I feel like that's a
Yeah,
little
that's true.
the handlers is different than the person than Cassie. But I can see where you're trying to say like, okay, she had a part in it too. But if she was being forced to do it, that's different. But if you're a handler that's just getting paid to do this and you know it's wrong, nobody's forcing your hand to do this, that's different from Cassie being threatened all the time. That's different. Threatened and beat up. Like we know that the threats, he wasn't playing about the threats. He was probably really gonna do it. Cause I mean, if you gonna do that in the middle of a hallway, I can't imagine what you do behind closed doors.
He blew up Kid Cudi car.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Like
mean, nobody ever said he a saint, but he ain't. First of all, he ain't on trial for Cassie. He shouldn't be because she got a civil payout, which means you can't take him to trial. So he's on trial for these other two Jane Does. So Cassie is just testifying. If I was a jury, like the Jane Does either need to show up and plead their case, or if you guys want to still remain anonymous, I can't trust your words. But we gonna see.
We gonna see how it goes. I mean, it's gonna be a lot. I mean, it's coming months. There's gonna be a lot on this case for sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
him. You got to lawyer up and got to get a good lawyer. Soulja Boy's lawyers, I guess they didn't do good enough in this situation, but maybe they should try to have taken this page out of a man's book who went to court and used an AI generated lawyer in court. This is crazy, y'all. AI is getting out of hand.
Man.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se
All right.
before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on. Is that counsel for the case?
I generated that.
I'm sorry?
I generated that. That is not a real person.
Okay. It would have been nice to know that when you made your application. You did not tell me that, sir. I received the application. And you have appeared before this court and been able to testify verbally in the past. You have gone to my clerk's office and held verbal conversations with our staff for over 30 minutes. Okay? I don't appreciate being misled. So either you are suffering from an ailment that prevents you from being able to articulate, or you don't. You are not going to use this courtroom as a launch for your business, sir. So if you are able to shut that off. If you want to have oral argument time, you may stand up and give it to me.
Hey,
that's the part that was wild to me, though.
I wish he would have let him play it out. I want to see if he would have been able to win that for him. I'm not going to lie. Because AI is pretty smart. He probably could have got him through that whole trial.
But it messed up when it said in front of these 5 justices. That's why she was like, what the fuck?
What's going on? What's going on? Oh my God. That is so crazy.
At the end of the day, I feel where the judge is coming from, because it's like, if you would have let me know about it, at least I would have been like, okay, let me do my research and let me just see if this is something that I'll have in my courtroom. But you just putting this on me like I should accept this, and you're writing out these motions like it's a regular person. That's not cool. Now you trying to betray me. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, shout out to that dude. That was very smart to get AI to do it. And that's coming to a point where, are we really going to have to pay these lawyers thousands of dollars when we can have AI do that for us? You know what I'm saying? Thousands, sometimes millions. When we can have AI do that for us. They said AI was taking a lot of the blue collar jobs. Well, it's looking like it's coming for those white collar jobs too.
For real, because if I could put in prompts to say, give me different scenarios to beat this case, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, AI gonna do it, and it's gonna go through every scenario possible and tell you the pros and cons of it, the likelihood of you winning. You know what I'm saying? Which is the best motion to go with, and all this and that. Yeah, they gonna. Yeah, I'm feeling the AI lawyer.
I'm feeling that.
Hey, well, somebody else, I said it gonna be chat GTP. Is that what it's called? Do that.
GPT.
Somebody else that might need a lawyer pretty soon is gonna be Quadarius Davis. He's a football player who is allegedly assaulting his girlfriend on camera. We have the video of this, and this looks kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man.
Yeah. Do we have the video?
It's playing.
Hi, how are you? Walk straight in front of the police department. You gotta come outside with me, okay?
That was crazy.
crazy. Yeah, did he choke her out? Like it's
He
just like
choked her.
her
That's what
body.
I was gonna say. He choked her out.
That's crazy. He was probably
Yeah,
trying to get her to stop yelling. That's
yeah,
oof.
yeah. I feel like that's another example of a young man who has his whole life ahead of him that's doing well and throws it away from one bad incident. It's like we're not emotionally controlled enough as young black men.
Yeah,
It's like somebody shouldn't get you out of your character that bad that you throw it all away. When you know you go into an arena of 40,000 or more every Sunday, you can literally have your pick in that city that week. Why throw it away like that?
Because these broads will make you do it, especially if you tender. I'm just saying, man. uh,
oh
It
man,
is what it is. She trying to break up with him. He ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
is
He
that what
needs
this
to.
was about? A breakup?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Nah, man, you got to move different, bro. You got to move different, bro. You are Quay Darius or whatever. Y'all do too much to the name Darius. I'm gonna let y'all know. I done heard E
I was
Darius,
gonna say,
Cut
nigga.
Darius, Cut Darius.
I was gonna say.
Stop playing with my name like
What was his name?
no,
Oh,
but
I
yeah, I
was gonna
just feel
say
like
something along those lines, but you know, I ain't want to put you out there like that.
you good, you good. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of people remixing that name Darius. It's crazy right now. Just call him Darius, man.
man, that's oh
But
this bad man.
yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. I
That dude,
mean,
he locked up.
yeah, he they arrested him after that video was shown all over the internet. So I mean, he could be facing attempted murder charges, choking her out like that.
No,
Even though she said on
Yeah.
this post that she's okay, but still, I mean, she
this,
was limping lifeless there for a minute.
and then he just laid her on the ground
Mm-hmm.
like that. It's like, why do people think and not realize that there are cameras everywhere? Like everywhere. You cannot just
Mm-hmm.
get away with doing whatever you think you can't just do whatever you want to do. You just can't. It's not a thing. I mean, especially outside.
It's not a thing. Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Say what
People
they been on
Yeah, that's
lately.
huh?
Oh, now I'm just reading some of the comments. Like Joe say, "What the hell these black men been on lately?"
No, for real.
Oh no, man.
It's the question that I'm wondering too. Because they just throwing their life away. Like, especially when you think about it like this, a lot of them, y'all are in positions that people really wish they could be in. You know, there's a lot of people that don't have these opportunities to go play football, change their life, better their life. You had the opportunity and then you go do something like this and like put it at risk. It's I don't know, man. But people gonna have to just learn how to keep their hands to themselves. And another person that should have been keeping their hands to themselves was this woman in New York. She assaulted a pro-life interviewer. They were just having a little conversation at first about if they should have abortions or if you shouldn't have abortions, and it went left. Let's see that clip.
Saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that
You
your
did.
point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really. Oh my God!
Stop filming. What's wrong with you? Stop filming.
This woman just flipped like a light switch. She went from answering my questions, everything being relatively normal, to just decking me right in the face. I pretty much blacked out in that moment, couldn't really see anything. All I remember is just blood dripping all over the ground, couldn't figure out where the blood was coming from, all because we're just trying to change hearts and mind on abortion and have productive conversations.
You gotta play Punch one more time. I think the camera kind of like it did something. Gotta play
Oh
Punch.
no, I stopped it because
Oh.
I don't think YouTube will let you just. I mean, I know it's all over YouTube, but I think like they don't want you like showing that violence, so I just froze it right there on that punch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Well, she punched her real hard. Girl was bleeding all over, leaking bad. Her husband was there. He was behind the camera, and you could tell he just didn't know what to do. He started chasing after the lady instead of helping his wife off the ground. It was just The whole video was a mess, y'all. The whole video was a mess.
Nah, but like Dro said, you can't be trolling like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
She clocked her good too.
She did. She clocked her real good. It
Yeah,
was, yeah. What you think? What you think? DJ Designs.
I mean, I think her whole thing was she was there to have a dialogue with people about being pro-life or pro-choice, but she wasn't having a dialogue. She was coming back with her own views every time the lady had something to say. But I think this is another example of us being emotionally immature, because you don't have to put your hands on somebody just because they're trolling you. But it's like you can't troll people in public, but being emotionally mature, you like, F this, I'm out of here because I see what you're doing. Instead, you put your hands on her, and now I feel like you give her the power to go ahead and prosecute you for something that you could have walked away from. It's these big choices that's really small choices that we got to do better as Black people. We want to put people in their place right then and there for our justice, but don't realize there's a real justice system waiting for us to go ahead and put us on probation for 3 to 5 years because of an instance we couldn't control our emotions.
Man, now I'm not saying that the woman should have hit her. I'm not saying that. But hear me out. Let's go back. Now, if you watch the whole video, it starts off the woman that was in the tan jacket, the one that actually did the punching. She walked up, she was like so cool, chilling. She was like, "You look cute." She was like, "I like your outfit," was complimenting the lady. Energy was good. The lady started asking her questions. She's answering all the questions. And then the lady just started hitting her with, "Oh, well, this is a fact, and this and this and this," and started pulling out numbers. And she got more aggressive with her first. So I hate when people play victim after you were starting to be aggressive to her first. She was answering your questions, and then you start trying to act like she was crazy and start trying to send trick questions to her. That's what she was trying to do. Like, "Oh, so do you think that just because people don't take care of their children that you should go kill the kids in foster care?" Why would she say that? Then nobody is agreeing that. And then why would you repeat it? You know that that's not what that woman was saying. So in turn, she decided to punch you. Like I said, it's not okay. I'm not condoning violence, but I see why she did it. I do. I don't know.
I could definitely see why she did it, but is it going to be conducive for her in the long run? Don't seem like. Look like she's pressing charges on her.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, they looking for her. Yeah, she said the cops was looking for her. She said they think they identified somebody already, but yeah, I mean, she was confrontational though. She was getting confrontational with the lady, and
She was.
people in New York, I guess they talk strong already, right? So they talk. It's kind of like rude already, and I guess maybe that's how she was coming across. Maybe it was just the New Yorker in her or whatever, but chick took offense to it and she clocked her.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
But it might depend on who the judge is, because like Carly was saying, she's basically inciting this type of action towards the other person, because you're coming with these trick questions and you're coming with this adversary opinion that you know is going to get people fired up. So the judge can say that you created this
Hostile
environment. Yeah, you create the hostile environment, and it's not saying that it's right, but also it could just cancel itself out. So I can see where y'all come from on both ends.
Exactly, because she'll hate me if I was her judge. Because baby, I would have told her, "Why were you out there doing that in the first place? Why were you out there?" Because she on the internet, not on the internet, but when she did that interview afterwards, she was basically saying, like, "Me and my husband were just out there trying to change people's minds and get people change hearts." Yeah. Trying to say it all soft and cute, like, no, you were being rude to that woman, and she did not come into the situation trying to be rude to you, and you switched it, and then now since she hit you and you didn't fight back, it's a problem. I don't know.
You gonna be out there like that, you better learn how to throw them hands too.
You got to learn how.
I'm telling you.
She said she was bringing security with her. She said they're not going out there without security until like for the next couple times that they do it. I would take a break if I was her. Just chill out. Okay, well, whether you're pro-life or not, one thing is for sure, we all have to go someday, some way. And when you go, you want to go, in fashion with a nice funeral home and all that stuff, right? Well, there was a funeral home in Houston, Texas. It always keeps coming back to Houston, Texas. I don't know what's going on. But this funeral home had bodies in there decomposing, and one of the workers ended up stabbing one of the decomposed bodies, family members. There's a lot to this one, so let's play the clip first, and then I'll unravel it for y'all.
Video that we received earlier today. This cell phone video is basically what helped prompt this investigation. A woman tells us she showed up here to the funeral home with her brother to check on her mother and uncle's bodies. She says she had a gut feeling something was not right. Inside, she found deplorable condition. She says there was hardly any air conditioning, and when she opened up her mother's casket, she says gnats flew out.
I saw at least 4 bodies uncovered and 18 in boxes. No AC, no nothing. People, loved ones just sitting there with gnats around them, no clothes, nothing.
As for the owner, how is he responding to all of this? We were able to catch him outside, and he tells us he did not know what was going on.
I wasn't here. I came here, I told them, I said, you know what? I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
Crocodile.
And I'm sorry that y'all had to experience this. But God, if God's my witness, I did not know.
Man.
I don't see no tears.
He holding them back, man. He holding them back.
I don't see no tears, man.
You think he playing? Oh my God.
Yeah, man. He knew exactly what was going down.
Hey, they said that the owner ended up having a heart attack. I seen that in another news story. So, I mean, he might have actually been kind of stressed out right there. I don't know. Because having a heart attack afterwards.
All right, well, yeah, all right, I give him that then.
This is crazy.
But for them to I mean, they must have not been answering the phone, but they said the door was wide open. So for the family to come in and see their loved one like that, of course they're going to be hysterical. So for the people that work there to stab one of the family members and then not even go to jail or get arrested for this, it's a lot of crazy shit going on in Houston, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Personally, me, do not bury me. I mean, I don't give even if like they left my body like that, I wouldn't give a damn. I'm not in there. But I'm just saying, don't put me in no casket or nothing like that. Have me cremated. That's what I want to be. I want to be cremated. I don't all that in a casket, people looking at your body, and I don't want to go through all that. Say, man.
I mean, you're not gonna be going through it anyway. You're gonna be dead, so you ain't gonna know.
Yeah, but when I'm done with this earth, I want to be done with this earth. I'm telling you, just put me in the furnace, burn me up, baby.
Man, this is so crazy. Because it's like, imagine your loved one dies, and they're saying that this woman was in there looking at her mom and her uncle. So that means you had 2 people in your family that just passed away. You have to be distraught. I already know you got a lot going on. So you show up, see their body decomposing, gnats coming out of the casket, and then you go tell them about it, and then your brother gets stabbed, like, by one of the employees. This is all just so crazy. And they're trying to say that the employee isn't in trouble right now because of self-defense. I mean, I don't know. If they
I mean, this is not the first funeral home that's been under the gun. The funeral home in Bay City was under the gun too for a minute there. Remember when they had those bodies outside? Wanda and them had the bodies was outside and shit like that. Some stuff going. That's why Mr. Green had lost his license. They had to change it to Sean's Mortuary.
Oh no! See, I didn't know all that.
I was like, I heard. That's why I'm like, I heard this story before. So it's like, yeah, I've heard that with plenty of different funeral homes, but it's like keep air conditioning there. Y'all know how this Texas weather was just this last week. That's just in the funk. Come on, man, you gotta do better as a business that people are trusting their loved ones.
They was definitely supposed to move them somewhere else. You know, you got to keep the bodies cold, though. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna start decomposing and stuff like that. So and smell. I could imagine what it smelled like in there.
Mm-hmm. And 18 of them on top of that. I don't know. That's a lot.
Oh man,
that is a lot going on. It really sounds like something out of like a BET movie or something like that. I don't know. Like it's just that was just such a wild.
No, for real.
Then the workers got to be kind of crazy because how would you be in there with them dead bodies like that?
Mm-hmm.
And they stinking.
Yeah, they said they were renovating the building. So you're telling me you hired a third party to renovate the building, and they still didn't say nothing about it? They could be held liable.
Oh my God! Now they got renovations going on around the people's bodies. This is crazy.
Yep. People that fuck with dead bodies creep me out anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Somebody gotta do it.
Yeah, somebody gotta do it. Another case that sounds something like out of a movie was this Pennsylvania judge that got convicted of shooting her ex-boyfriend while he was asleep. The craziest part to me is that this is not the first time she shot somebody she was dating. She also shot her ex-husband before, back in 2019. She told him to come over there and help her move some furniture, and the man ended up getting shot. But she did not go to jail for this because they said that, it was probably self-defense, so she never got in trouble with it. So that's probably why she went back again to try to shoot the boyfriend this time around. He was asleep, though, in the bed, so you can't self-defense this one. But we have a little clip.
From Delaware County convicted Sonia McKnight of attempted homicide and aggravated assault charges. The shooting happened inside the victim's home in Susquehanna Township in February of last year. Prosecutors say he repeatedly asked McKnight to leave when their relationship ended. McKnight, now suspended as a magisterial judge, shot her estranged husband back in 2019 after inviting him over to help her move furniture. Police deemed that shooting self-defense and never filed any charges.
I feel like she got away with it the first time, so she thought she could get away with it again. And that's why she did it. How you gonna shoot the man when he's asleep? And then why would he even have her over there if he telling her that, we broken up? Man, I'm telling you, gotta sleep with one eye open with these bros.
She probably broke in the house. Who knows? Or had a key already. Something. But since she was a judge, that's the thing. When you have a little power, people let that power go to their head. She was thinking, I know the law enforcement. I know this. I know that. She thought she was going to get away with it, just like you said. It happened one time where she got away with it. She said, I'm going to get away with it again. But why would you do it? Like you said, while he's asleep, you can't say that that's self-defense for the man to sleep.
Put a whole nother minute to rest in peace.
Yeah, for real.
Damn. This right here is just pure evil, though. Like, you're in a trusted position in the community, and you have other people's lives in your hand. So I think you should get the max of whatever sentence it's going to be because you knowingly did these evil stunts. Not even stunts, evil deeds. You done these evil deeds. You shot that ex-person. I'm pretty sure it wasn't defense. We could open that case back up because there's no statutory to murder. And this other guy, he didn't die, did he? The ex?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But you still...
They just shot him in the sleep. They didn't say he died.
Premeditated and highly calculated by a very smart individual that's prominent in the community. You got to go away for some time because you're pure evil, bro.
Man, she don't got too good of aiming though. At the same time though, because if both of them survived, I don't know what she doing. She must be shooting with or something.
Nah, she
not good.
She letting her craziness take over. Send her ass to jail for the next 40, 50 years. She would have did it to somebody else.
Hey, if I was one of the people that she was my judge for, though, whatever my case was, I would definitely open it back up real quick. And she was the wrong person. Definitely would try to get my case reopened. But yeah, she thought she was gonna get away with it.
But shout out to the chat. We just got off a live on TikTok. I guess we had a 1 hour limit, just to let you know. But shout out to the chat. Get them likes up.
Definitely get them likes up.
So she didn't get away with that one, but somebody that it did get away with a crime is the robbers who stole Slim Thug's jewelry out of his apartment. He went to San Antonio because, it was the national championships for basketball going on recently. And while he was away, some people snuck into his apartment, took a bunch of jewelry and different things like that. He said they didn't get away with any cash for real because he don't keep cash in his house. So, you know, he said he good. But yeah, that was a really wild situation. I mean, how you getting robbed in a penthouse? How did they sneak in a penthouse?
He said they took the sugar baby's cash. They took the roses. They took the cash from the roses he had for the sugar baby.
A little something slight.
Hey, appreciate that.
See me at the game.
Nah, but I feel like Slim say it
That's
wasn't
some
an inside
slick shit.
job. He said he got clear pictures of these YNs that did. Oh, my bad.
Nah, go ahead. If you want to go ahead, I can play it later.
Okay, yeah. He was just saying he got clear pictures of these YNs that did it. I feel like it was an inside job. They might have hired a third party to come get you, bro, but you're on a penthouse.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you think about it, those nice apartment buildings, you always have to have either a code or like a key fob to get from different levels. And especially like in Houston, they've got to the point where if you downtown, your key fob might can only go to your level. So there had to be some type of inside job going on. I don't know if this is in his specific building or not, but I have been in some of the buildings where it's like you can't even go from floor 7 to floor 8 if you don't have if you don't live on that floor. So
Right.
there had to be something going on. There's no way that you're just getting robbed like that without it being somebody that you knew that did it.
Nah, it definitely had to be because I mean you can't go in there with mask on, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great
Because you're gonna get noticed off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody had to, like you said, somebody had to. This was all set up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was all planned out. They knew he was gonna be gone to the game. They knew, you know, the time frame that was good for this, and they went in there and took advantage of it. But whoever set it up, your ass is gonna get caught too. You
Yeah.
know, because they not just gonna catch the guys who they got on camera, but they
Mm-hmm.
also gonna catch the person who set it up.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the employees that did it.
But I feel like yeah, my bad, guys. But I feel like it's the perfect crime because at the end of the day, nobody was hurt. Um, he wasn't really. He's not really, like he said, it's not hurting him too much financially because he has insurance on it. So he's going to recoup that plus more. Yes, there's probably some memorable pieces in there, but it's a victimless crime. Nobody was hurt. Hey, your YNs got their money. I feel like that's why he wasn't stressing too hard when he was on the balcony. So it's almost a perfect crime.
Hey, I said one of his sugar babies probably did it too. Probably set it up too.
Exactly.
But let's get into what Slim had to say about it. Oh,
We
why
can't
is
hear
it
it.
doing that?
Had to watch me and see me at the game.
Can you hear it?
That's some slick shit. But yeah, I'm good though. It's just
It's
this
not
how
playing
life
no volume.
It's playing. I can hear it.
is. They did steal some cash. They stole the sugar baby flowers. That nigga
I
stole.
couldn't hear it.
Nigga stole the sugar baby flower. Nah, that's some black dudes. It's like 4 of them. We got footage of the niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? See what's up.
Yeah. So they could hear it. It wasn't initially the sound wasn't on, but then it came through, so they could hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm offline.
You say you offline. I can see you.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you good. Yeah. Well, we're sorry to Slim, but like you said, he'll be able to get a lot of this stuff back. I don't think everything had insurance on it, but since it's jewelry, Johnny Dane love him. I'm pretty sure he gonna hook him up with something. I'm pretty sure he got him. But
But who they gonna sell it to? Who they gonna sell it to? Slim got his name and Boss Hog Outlaws and all that shit over all these chains. And then if you sell it to anybody in Houston, that'll be a dumbass move. Who you gonna sell it to? Period. They gonna give you up.
break it. Don't you think they're gonna break it down though? I would. That's what I
Yeah,
would.
bust it down.
Yeah.
But who you
Bust
gonna
it
get to
down.
bust it down? Because whoever you take it to gonna say this Slim Thug shit.
I know, but if if you out there doing that type of crime, you know the chop shop at. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit that chop shot up. Go and get that broken down, bust it down, and even if it's a $100,000 chain and you made $20K off of it, I mean it's better than what you had because you got it for $0.
Oh no.
But what jeweler are you gonna take it to that's actually gonna melt it down?
You ain't got. No, you should go to a pawn shop. The people that you know the chop shop at, you know them illegal pawn shops at. Pull up on them. Let them know. Hey man, look, I got what I got, and then it's hot for them.
I
You can
just
make
think
something
that'll
work.
I think that'll be a dummy move just to take it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
No,
I don't
I'm saying they might.
They had to have a
They
plan.
might.
If you ran in there you ran in there with a purpose, I'm assuming like before you do a crime, usually you know what you're going in there to get. If you already knew it wasn't no safe in there with no money or something like that, then you was going in for the jewelry. So you had to have some type of plan for the jewelry afterwards, I would think. But hey, you're right. It could be some YNs that just went in there and just did something and they don't know what to do with it now. And that
most
would be
niggas ain't thinking about the most niggas ain't thinking about the after. They just thinking about the lick.
That's correct.
That's gonna be crazy, man. They got a bunch of shit that's worth nothing, basically.
Yeah. Like you just did all of that work for nothing. I don't know. You got to take it out of town or something. I ain't trying to get nobody ideas, but you got to take something. Something. Hey, but hey, the people that robbed Slim Thugs, what they needed was a mama like this one. She got arrested because she disciplined her 3 sons because they robbed a neighbor. She beat them down, y'all. She beat them down, and the police was not feeling this one.
I was being a mother who love her kids, who want to protect her kids and steer them in the right direction.
According to police documents, Spears struck her 13-year-old son multiple times with an electrical cord. She says it was a belt. The teen had lacerations on his arms and marks across his body. 2 other sons also had visible injuries.
I reacted, and I'm the bad guy. Like, it's not right.
The single mother of 6 was arrested and could be charged with 2 felony counts of child cruelty. She lost her job and custody of her kids. Many in the community support her actions, including Alicia Nicholson, the neighbor who was allegedly burglarized.
You know, her kids done wrong, and she spanked them or whooped them, and I commend her for that.
Winter Applewhite doesn't know Spears, but paid nearly $400 to bail her out of jail.
What did you tell her?
I told her that I understood where she was coming from and she did nothing wrong.
But some have questioned whether Spears went too far. The Louisiana Department of Children and Family Services said reasonable, constructive discipline is a healthy part of parenting, but it crosses into abuse when it leaves a child cut, burned, bloody, or bruised.
I'd rather discipline my kids than them to be beaten in the street, caught in someone's home murdered, or in someone's prison, and me having to visit.
I don't think she did nothing wrong, personally.
I think the punishment fit the crime.
I mean, because it could be way worse.
I'm speaking from somebody that done got their ass tore up with an extension cord before.
Exactly. Like, my thing is this. The point that she made is I'd rather discipline my kids than be over a coffin or visit them in jail. They could have broken into their house. Somebody could have caught them and shot them in the back while they were, this is something that happens all the time. When you robbing a place, you don't know if somebody gonna walk in on you and do something, either send you to jail or have you in juvenile, have you dead because they could shoot you or react to what's going on. They don't know if you're a kid or not. So, hey, like, whoop your kids or let them know they was a mistake that they were making. They got to understand, like, that this is not okay. You got to change your life and get right and do right, or you're going to have some consequences. And the consequences might be worse than what I'm doing to you.
So. See, this was the point that I was making, was it a week or 2 ago, when I said they taking corporal punishment out of the homes? You know what I'm saying? And then how are you going to train your kids to come up right when when the government don't want you to whoop? Because they not seeing any consequences to their actions. You know what I mean? This mother did the right thing, and then she goes to jail for whooping her kids with an extension cord. Okay? But you will send them to prison for the same shit where they going to get stabbed, raped, and God knows what else,
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't let the mama do her job. It's just
Yeah,
crazy, man.
but it's crazy for people to say like she did the right thing when they ended up with wounds and lacerations. It's a difference from whooping somebody to correct their actions, but beating somebody like they back in the slave days. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him to call his name Tony. Toby or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's a difference. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you had to take it that far, you already failed the kids because, like you said, in order to train somebody, you have to be you have to be on their ass every time that they mess up. Not that one time that they mess up, you damn near beat them halfway death. No, when you in the house, you talking back to me. You're getting popped. I can pop you. I'm not creating lacerations or open wounds or anything like that. I'm putting you in check right here and right there every single time. So it's like it shouldn't even build up to that point where I got to damn near halfway kill you because I've been doing my job of correcting the little nuances throughout the whole time and throughout the house. Even if we're going out in public, you need to have some decorum or you get corrected right there in public. It shouldn't be I got to beat you half dead when you do something bad when you wasn't correcting that problem right before that.
But I'm pretty sure she doing that on a daily basis. It's just that this particular thing that they did, that fit the bill of getting your ass beat with an extension cord because you ran up in this lady's house and tried to rob her.
Mm-hmm. And three of y'all did it. She got 6 kids, first of all. So having 6 kids to try to pay attention to, like as a single mother, like I'm pretty sure it's hard to even, I'm not saying that she's not doing. I'm pretty sure she is checking them when they're doing something wrong on a daily basis. But it is a little harder to do that when you got 6 kids to try to check each time. But if three of y'all thought it was a good idea to run into somebody's house that's right next door, that's a neighbor to us, and rob somebody, yeah, like I gotta do my big one on you at this point. I'm not saying that it need to be open wounds and all of that stuff, but you do have to up the level of punishment in that situation because it's like I would have probably gave him a whooping, took phones away, took you know what I'm saying? Like it would have been a bunch of consequences because it's like this is serious. Like that is a real crime. You really could be imprisoned behind something like that. So
And it wasn't like she was just trying to cut them with the extension cord. But when you get your ass whooped with an extension cord, you just might get cut. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna have some webs on your ass. First thing my mom used to say after she finished whooping us with an extension cord is go jump your ass in that tub with some Epsom salt and some hot water to get the webs off your ass. But I'm telling you, the what they did, the crime, the punishment fits the crime to me. Now I never whooped my kids with an extension cord, but they did get their ass. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they did
And that's
anything
what
to
I'm
this
saying.
level. But they didn't do anything to this level either, though.
yeah, I was about to say, now you was over there, you was robbing houses, Darius. You was, you was not doing it.
No, y'all crazy, man. Y'all got it.
She trying to make sure she keep her black men in line. We'd already seen. I mean, we had a couple stories earlier in this day, like when we've been talking about black boys is kind of just going off the line and steering the line. So she trying to make sure hers is right. I don't blame her for it. Like the last
Exactly. I mean, would you rather the neighbor had shot him, or the police had came along and shot him, or them get this ass whooped?
Mm-hmm.
See, my thing is, if you're teaching them on a daily basis how to be emotionally strong men and just handle their situations and understand we might not be the best, the neighbor might got a PS5, but that's okay because you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be okay. We God got what we need. If you can't teach them to be grateful for what they have, I feel like you already failed. So this ass whooping, this beating that you're giving them isn't changing anything. It has to be changed incrementally daily for it to be a legit change, in my opinion.
No. Let's go backwards. Think about when you was getting the whoopings back in the day. Now I know that whooping changed you and stopped you from doing some of the stuff that you probably was thinking it was okay until you got a whooping for it, right?
Facts.
But
that's
what I'm saying. No,
okay,
need a whooping.
That's facts. But what I'm saying is that was a whooping. that wasn't a beating. You do deserve whoopings for certain things, but when it comes to a point where you're robbing houses or you're pulling out knives and you're doing heinous things, that's not what it was taught you in this house. So, like my mom used to say, I gotta take my hands off you now. And to me, that's worse than a whooping because it's like I didn't gave up all hope on you because I've been doing everything I can. You don't even deserve an ass whooping from me. You just whatever God got in store for you, He got in store for you. That's how I feel like.
As a black mom, though, I know she talked to him before she whooped him. She talked to him while she was whooping their ass, and she talked to him after she whooped.
No, facts, man, facts.
They lucky she didn't pull a switch out because that's what my grandpa used to do. He used to go pick the switch off the tree.
Nah, for real, you got to go pick your own switch.
Yeah, she lucky it wasn't that. Because I mean, hey, a whooping is a whooping. I don't think that she intentionally was trying to beat them to where it was like, oh, I'm about to put marks on y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure she probably was whooping all three of them at the same time, and they probably all jumping around.
Yeah.
So you got to swing a little harder. That's what I'm just like. I'm not
And she
saying
was, you know, she was mad. She was mad. She was in her feelings. She probably exerted some, you know, more force than she wanted to, but you know, at the same time, she was trying to get her point across.
What they should have did is took them kids to jail for the night so that they could have understood the actual consequences.
No, you hit that. No, you hit that.
Mm-hmm.
They ass should be in jail for what they did or something. You hit that, yeah.
Yeah, like they taking her to jail now. She got to pay a bond when she got 6 kids to take care of. Like, I mean, it's a little backwards, but yeah, I don't know.
Nah, you hit that one, Carly. That's a real point though. Like, so the kids know these kids burglarizing, but you worried about the mom discipline. So I see your point, DJ. At the beginning, you were saying how these black men are already off the rails, and we're trying to put them back on track, and we're getting disciplined. Nothing happened to them for robbing the house.
No,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I feel that. I feel.
That's it. They just got a whooping, and that's it. So I mean, hey, and then your mama went to jail for whooping you. I mean, it make them probably think in their mind like, oh, like I wasn't really the one in the wrong. Like, you know, no, I would have. The police should have came to the house or something, scared them. I mean, I know I've seen that happen too, where parents be like, okay, can the police come to this house and talk to my kid and tell them like what they did wrong? Like I've seen that happen before too. Just you got to do a little scare tactic or something, because 3 of them thinking that's okay with their friends to rob a house is child.
Exactly.
I don't know. They got to bring that old school back. So
I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, so another person that's trying to bring some standards in the old school back is Isaiah Thomas, because he was criticizing LeBron for wearing a do-rag and no short and no shirt to warm up during before one of the games this week. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of agree with him with this one. I mean, let's bring some. What they say, let's be mindful and demure. That's what we need to be. Gotta bring some decorum.
Second part of our doubleheader tonight. LeBron James going to play the game like this. Shirts and skins is what they're doing tonight.
I just totally 100% object to this. And if I was the GM or coach,
Me too.
I would never let one of my players walk out on the floor looking like this. I mean, we are a professional NBA league. We ain't summer league. We ain't you know, at the YMCA.
Listen, I think coaches got to go back to suits.
Absolutely.
I just mean.
Absolutely. You know, I just think
College and pro.
I just think the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. And I look, I like LeBron. I'm a fan of his, so forth and so on. But to walk out on the floor before a game with no shirt on and shoot, I mean, come on, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we at? Now, if you want to, Adam Silver, if you want to find somebody, find that. Put a fine on that.
Spoken by the Hall of Famer and the greatest player in Pistons history, Isaiah Thomas.
I can't disagree with him on this one. I mean, if I would have saw it, if I was like at the game and I would have saw it, I don't know if it necessarily would have caught my attention right away or not. I'm trying to think, like, if I was in the stands, like, if I would be like, why you don't got no shirt on? I might have. I don't know. But it's just like he making a good point. Like, we do have to be professional to an extent. Like, why, like they said, shirts and skins, why are we out here doing that right now?
DJ?
I would say I see Carly's point, and honestly, I'm the old school type too. I believe that coaches should be wearing suits. And when I started watching the game, I'm watching NFL, and I'm like, who the coach? Because they're wearing this bull. Even in NBA, I'm like, y'all wearing. I believe that they should wear suits. Now I don't know if it's because I'm a LeBron fan, but I ain't seen nothing wrong with him warming up in his do rag, no shirt, bro. Come on, let's get it, bro. I see it just looked like a warm up to me. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I mean, at the same time, though, it's a business. You know, you're at work, so you come to work like that without your shirt in a do rag. At the end of the day, this is a professional business. That's why when Allen Iverson was dressing like the rappers and stuff, they implemented the rule that the players had to start wearing suits because they didn't want it to look like the hood. They didn't want all this nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is bringing it back to that nigga shit. Now you got on do-rags and you out there shirtless. Dude, have some respect for the game, man. You're a professional athlete. Show some professionalism.
Excuse me, but you talking about nigga shit. This is just what we do everyday life. This is 90% of the league, probably 80% of the league is young black Americans. We go outside, we hoop with a do-rag and some sweats on. That's just what we do. It ain't nigga shit. That's just our shit. That's just how we do it. So the way that people try to label stuff that we do ghetto and not professional, it's like, no, this is our culture. You can't deem my culture ghetto, or you just trying to deem that upon all of us. You know what I'm saying? This is just what we do. We don't look at it as ghetto. I'm getting some shots up. I understand it's a business. When we out there in that court, when the clock hits 0-0 or whatever at the beginning of the first quarter, my shirt gonna be tucked in. I'm gonna have my tattoos covered up. I'm about business. When I'm warming up, can I warm up? I mean,
you at work right now, though. You at work.
Yeah, I don't. This one hard. I can see both points of views with this one. I really can, because like you said, it is just our culture. Like if he was out there and he had a shirt on and had the do-rag on, I wouldn't see no problem with it. It's just you got your do-rag on, you still got your uniform on. But at the same time, Derek is right in the point of saying, like, we at work, let's be professional. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it could go either way, but like, come on, man. You out there shirtless in a do-rag, it's just not a good look. But at the same time, I get it. Everybody on the LeBron train right now. Everybody got some disarmaments with LeBron at this time. Just what it is.
Yeah.
Everything he do is gonna make a media clip. So.
Yeah. They nitpicking everything. So it's like, I don't want to be the person to nitpick. Go ahead.
I will say, because I don't really watch the shoot around, so if other people are fully dressed and they Laker garb and LeBron's the only one doing this, then it's just straight out of line. But if this is a reoccurring thing that happens all the time, it's just like, that's just how we do it. That's how we hoop, bro.
I don't know. But like you saying, like if it is like he the only one that's doing it, you don't want to be showing no favoritism and just letting him do it and everybody else is dressed how they're supposed to be dressed and everything like that. But I don't know. I like LeBron personally, so I don't really have nothing bad to say about him, especially because like we know his character as an athlete. He's been very like highly regarded in how he carries himself, right? So I don't want to make it like, oh, you out there looking ghetto or anything like that, because we know he's not ghetto for real. We know that he's actually very professional. He handles himself in a really good way. So it's like he just decided to go out there that day and warm up like he probably do at his house. But like Derek said, it is time to be professional. This is your job. You're paid to do. So it's kind of like I'm on the fence about this one. I really am.
Jeannie Buss probably didn't mind. She probably said, "Look at my big black buck out there."
Hey, third highest pay. I'll be the biggest, blackest buckets.
Hey, I don't know. Everybody want to be upset with LeBron. That's what's been going on lately. That's just what the vibe been lately. Be upset with LeBron. They want to pick a fight. I don't know. But something else people been upset about on social media is that there was this light skinned trail rider. I'm not actually sure if she's light skinned or if she's white.
White.
Her name is Janelle. And she has gone viral for doing a TikTok dance called Dangerous. It's a trail rider line dance. And she's not the creator of this dance, but she has been getting, I guess, booked to come to different trail rides to do the dance. So people are pretty like upset because the black girl that actually created this dance, they're like, this is who should be getting credit for it. Y'all are giving all the credit to the Janelle girl and everything. And there's been a lot of back and forth about it. We have a clip for this one, right? Yeah, we do. So this is Janelle doing the dance.
Yeah, I cut the music out because YouTube like to say copyright, and you got to share your shit with other people, even though we're not monetized at the moment. Just getting that practice in for when we are. But
I do it so it can get dangerous. No.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is that the reason people started hating because I was seeing online where they were saying now she charging $6,000 to come to an event, and I think that's when all the hate started, saying that she didn't even create the dance. But I mean, hey, Michael Jackson didn't create the moonwalk, but he did it best, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
They were saying that $6K.
Finally agree on something.
True though. They said that's not actually how much she charging. I don't know where people came up with the number at, but just like you said, she put a different flavor on the dance than the creator did, and I think that's where the line was drawn. Like, she been going viral with it. If I'm going viral with something, I wouldn't be sitting here not taking my opportunities just because I didn't create the dance. But I mean, I also would be the person that would credit the actual creator.
Right.
It's easy to do that. But yeah, people.
But my thing is, like, how would you know who the actual? Sometimes you don't know who the actual creator is. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when we was doing Lean with a Rock with it, what if somebody went viral and they like, oh man, you didn't get my credit? Like, everybody was doing it. I ain't know who. So you didn't know. She just got hot off a dance she saw at many line dances, and it is what it is. I feel like you said, she went viral, and you can't be mad at somebody. I feel like she got a lot of hate, and I seen people even on my timeline was saying like, oh, I'm tired of seeing her. She's slithering around like a snake. But it's like, why are we getting mad at her because she's light skinned? Y'all say she's white, but
I don't know if she white or she light skinned. I mean, I don't know. I thought she was white myself, but
I'm not sure yet. Whenever I was looking, some people are saying she's white, some people are saying she's mixed. I really don't know which one she is. I think that they really just kind of try to turn this into a black versus white issue, but it's just like, man.
I thought it was a light skin
versus dark skin.
I thought it was a light skin versus dark skin issue because the other girl that created the dance, I would say she's like on a darker complexion, and everybody's like, well, nobody's vibing with her, but everybody's vibing with the light skinned girl. I feel like the light skinned girl she did put her own spin on it, and you made the dance cool. That's just how it work out sometimes, bro.
It is.
I mean, Whitney Houston sang that song better than Dolly Parton. I didn't even know Dolly Parton sang that song. That's just how it work out sometimes.
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, even if she is charging $6K, let her get her coins. Why we hating?
I don't know. What they need to do is they need to call each other up and they need to go to the events together. That's what they need to figure out. How they can come to the events together and split something, because it's a lot of, I don't know, everybody want to find something to hate. Just let them people make their money. Why is they, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. People be pocket watching, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
Nah, but $6K to do my dance at the rodeo, shoot, I'll be there all day. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, for real? Is that?
Already, and the niggas that's hating would too. I ain't gonna just say niggas, but the people that's hating, they'll do the same damn thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's always person that's pocket watching, that's hating that's hating seeing your come up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't know. I hope they stop giving this girl all this hate because she just over there. She just trying to dance. She just trying to have some fun at the line, at the trail rides, and line dance, and they making it a problem. But I mean, the creator, like on TikTok, if you go to her TikTok, she still got a lot of views. She's still on TikTok breaking down how to do the dance. She done tried to do another dance and created another dance and everything like that. And then you have Janelle, who she has been on TikTok, you know, doing other dances too. I don't think she's creating any of them, but she is doing dances other than just this dangerous line dance that, you know, because I mean, who gonna pay $6,000 for a 30-second line dance? It's not happening. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot of misinformation and people just getting pissed off about it.
No doubt.
But I also think that a lot of people are bringing this club mentality to the trail ride mentality, because when I was growing up, trail rides were people who actually had horses, four-wheelers, walked around with them boots all the time in school, talk about their roping skills. Now a trail ride is for the girls that used to be the club girls, but they at the trail ride. They ain't got now horse. They ain't never been in a horse style. They not even a country type of girl. They just want to be in the vibe. So I feel like they just changed the culture up. You know what I'm saying? You was getting $6K to show up to rope cattle. Now you're getting $6K to show up to be in the background dancing and stuff, when that was supposed to be the background action. So I just feel like the culture is getting turned upside down, and a lot of the trail ride people aren't appreciating it.
Wait, so you think that they're basically turning it into like, you know how like Ari and them show up to the club and get a check to show up to the club? So that's what they're doing to the trail ride now. Oh, that's crazy.
That's what they doing to the trail ride. It ain't about how pretty your horse is. Nah. We about them fans. They get them fans and that line dancing going.
Yeah.
It's better than the horses to them.
Oh, that's crazy. That's why them trail rides been getting shot up and getting canceled so far off. I mean, so often lately. They have been. Every time I'm hearing about a trail ride, they be like, oh, it got short.
That's crazy.
And I think some man on the news was saying like, yeah, we had an amazing turnout, but we ain't gonna do it again. This was our 10th annual. We ain't never had a turnout like this before, but we won't do it again. So this crowd that is attracted now is not the crowd that it usually used to. You know what I'm saying?
The last time I went to a trail ride, it got shot up. My ankle was swollen and everything. I was running. I hit a pothole. Ankle was swollen for a week. It was terrible. I said, what? But it was girls shooting that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's getting wild out here. They need to put them guns down. That's what needs to happen.
Nah, for real.
Yeah. Well, that's all the topics that we have for today. Thank y'all for spinning the block with us again this week. We'll be back next week, and we'll see y'all then.
We out.
Get them likes up. 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 Get them, yeah. Get them likes up. 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 Get them likes up.